You've got some great goals, but how do you set your goals and achieve them? GOAL. I'll give you a point for each of those letters. Let's start with G. Get clear. There's nothing worse than vague goals because you don't have anything really to shoot toward. Get clear. This means that they have to be measurable goals and there has to be a timeline attached to it. This clarity does something to your mind psychologically and allows you to latch on to that goal. You might have a goal, for example, to lose weight. Okay, pretty common goal, but could we be more vague? Let's get clear about that to make it measurable and have timelines and very specific tasks attached to it. So for example, instead of I have a goal to lose weight, part of the clarity is in the wording. So let's take a look at how we word it. I want it to be present, I want it to be first person, and I want it to have those specific timelines included in it. Present means that you're speaking it as if it has already happened. First person means that you're going to own this thing, and then we're going to add the specific clarities that make this measurable and tied to a timeline. So it might sound like this. It's now December 15th, and I weigh a trim 182 pounds. Okay, timeline, specific, first person, present tense. Now that does something to my mind. I don't know if your goal is to weigh 182 pounds. I just picked something that I happen to weigh. So you make it present, first person, and get really clear. The O in the word goal stands for orient. Orient means turn toward. Okay, orient yourself toward your goal in 3 specific ways. First of all, I want you to get clear about your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? If you have a strong enough why, you'll figure out all of the hows that are necessary. Quick example, one of my clients was working on exactly what we were talking about just a minute ago, losing weight. He was probably almost 200 pounds over his ideal body weight. What was this doing to him in his life? It was really creating some difficulties when his son, who at the time was 10 years old, wanted to go out and play with dad. And I asked him a question once in one of our coaching sessions. I said, what about a couple of years from now when your son is involved with scouting activities and he wants dad to go on a hike with him? It sunk in really fast that he was not in condition to do that. And his why became being able to do things with his son. That's a strong enough why for him to overcome all of the difficult hurdles that he's going to encounter as he starts working on that goal. So get clear about your why. Orient toward the real reason why you're doing this. The other 2 things are your calendar and your checkbook. You're not serious about something if I don't see it on your calendar. So put it in there. You can tell what people really care about when you check those 2 documents, their calendar and their checkbook. And are you willing to spend what you need to spend to hold yourself accountable, to follow through, to get this thing done? Quit hiding behind the excuses of I don't have time or I can't afford it. You're already spending your time and your money on something. If this is that important to you, orient yourself toward it. Turn toward it in your calendar and in your checkbook. Have a strong why and keep that foremost on your mind. A is to activate. And that's most likely to happen if you've already done the O part, orienting toward it in your calendar and in your checkbook. But I want you to activate and actually pay your bills and keep your appointments. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Dr. Paul, it is important to me. I've got the clarity and I've even committed the time and the resources to do it. Why do I not follow through? Okay, so let's go to L, leverage. And what I mean is leverage your human life value. You go to your human treasury. There are people all around you who are invested in your success. If you're thinking, you know what, Dr. Paul, I don't even have anybody in my life. Well, yes, you do. You got me. You're here on the channel. You've got a community of other people here who are interested in the same principles that you are pursuing in watching this video. There's other people in this world who can help you to get out of your own way and actually move forward and activate, like we talked about in the last step. Get an accountability partner. The research is very clear that social support is huge when you're trying to change a habit or accomplish a goal. Join a group, get involved in some coaching, pay your mother-in-law $50 to hold you accountable. Find some way to leverage your human life value and your human treasury to make sure that you do what you just said that you would do. You've got this. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. We have new videos every day to support you in achieving your goals. And if you'd like a little extra help, would you please check out liveonpurpose.coach, not .com, liveonpurpose.coach, where there are resources for you to get that accountability partner with people who understand the principles that we teach on this channel. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow.